we go then, Karen?
Once upon a time, all women lived so strong.
They were very poor, and as time passed, they got poorer and poorer until they had no money left. All they had left was their cow.
Mom!
Jack's mum decided there was only one thing left to do. She knew this would make Jack very sad, but she called him to her.
Jack's mum said he needed a good price for the cow.
So she sent him away on the long road to the market.
Cow for sale, cow for sale.
Jack passed some children playing football on his way. He shouted to them,
You want to buy my cow?
one fine cow, who would like to buy a cow with very nice hooves and a long brown tail? Cow for sale! One fine cow, who would like to buy a cow with very nice hooves and a long brown tail? Cow for sale! One fine cow, who would like to buy a cow with very nice hooves and a long brown tail? Cow for sale! One fine cow, who would like to buy a cow with very nice hooves and a long brown tail? Cow for sale!
Jack met a butcher.
The butcher looked a little bit strange. He had a huge magical hat on, but he said, I will buy your cow.
Hello,
The butcher took the cow and walked away, but Jack was very sad because the cow was his best friend. He was excited, so he took the beans home to show his mum, and she threw them straight out of the window. That night, something magical happened. The beans sprouted and began to grow. In the morning, when Jack jumped up and looked out of his window, he couldn't believe his eyes. There was a huge beanstalk that had stretched right to the sky. He was so excited, he ran outside and began to climb. Off Jack went, climbing up the beanstalk. Off Jack went, climbing high. Into the sky, 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 into the sky. Off Jack went, climbing up the beanstalk. Off Jack went, climbing high. Up, 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 up. Into the sky, sky, sky,
into the sky.
Off Jack went, climbing up the beanstalk. Off Jack went, climbing high.
Up, into the sky, 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 into the sky.
was strange and wonderful, Jack headed towards that enormous castle and knocked on the big wooden door. He could hear loud footsteps walking towards the other side of the door. All of a sudden, the door flung open and there stood the wife and dog of a big, bad giant.
Oh, well, that's my husband eat you up. But I am hungry and tired.
The giant's wife and dog felt sorry for Jack. He had not eaten in a very long time and his clothes were all shabby. She took him into the kitchen and gave him something to eat. Doggy, Doggy, run this way.
Yeah.
Oh, come here. It's the dog. Jensen, Jack had a loud foot.
Jack had a loud foot.
He could hear some loud footsteps getting closer and closer. Oh no, the giant had come home.
Wait. Oh, hi. 3-5 Alpha. I smell blood of an English one.
The giant could smell the blood of a boy, so he sniffed around his kitchen and sat down at his table.
You must imagine things. It's no boy here. Bring me my head. His wife brought the head. Let me your egg.
Karen.
The hen laid egg. Bring me my harp.
His wife brought the harp, just the harp, and went to bed.
Bring me a tune.
Jensen, the harp played a tune.
The harp played the tune.
The giant became sleepier and sleepier until his head rested on the table and he fell asleep. Jack could hear the giant's loud snoring, so he jumped out of the cupboard, grabbed the golden hen and magical harp, and ran towards the castle door.
The harp shouted, "Help, master! Help, master!" The giant woke up. B5 that's my blood of an English one.
Jack dropped the harp and hen. He ran out of the castle, closely followed by the giant, hen and harp. The giant's big feet got tangled and he fell with a thud. Karen, Jack got to the top of the beanstalk. He climbed down as quickly as he could, through the clouds until he reached the ground. He shouted to his mum,
"Mum, bring the axe."
She brought the axe and Jack chopped the beanstalk down, just in time.
Chop, chop, when the axe, chop, chop, when the axe, and down came that mighty beanstalk. Creak, creak, when the stalks, creak, creak, when the stalks, and down came that mighty beanstalk. Oh no, the giant said. Oh no, the giant said, and down came that mighty beanstalk. That's how the story ends. That's how the story ends. They never saw that giant again. They never saw that giant again.
As the beanstalk tumbled down from the sky, the hen, the harp, and thousands of golden coins came falling down too. Jack's mum couldn't believe her eyes. They would never be poor ever again. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Everybody!
Chop, chop, when the axe, chop, chop, when the axe,
And down came
that mighty beanstalk. Creak, creak, when the stalk, creak, creak, when the stalk.
And down came that mighty beanstalk. Oh no,
The giant said, oh no, the giant said, and down came that mighty beanstalk.